What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man back with another video. I hope you guys enjoyed our Halloween special that we had yesterday on the Exile podcast. We had a lot of fun clowning and talking about gaming, guys. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Congratulations. Congratulations to Outer Zinc. I will be sending you a $15 uh, gift card from Microsoft here. I was going to do it tonight, brother, but I'm probably going to end up having to do it in the week. I will let you know. I have your gamer tag, brother. I will send it to you sometime this week, man. But congratulations to Outer Zinc, a good brother, very knowledgeable brother when it comes to gaming. You know what I'm saying? And he's always rocked out with us on the Xbox Alpha podcast and the Exile podcast. So congratulations again to Outer Zinc, man. So guys, excuse me. What we're going to talk about in this video is some OG scary games, right? That came out for some older systems that I own. We're going to talk a little bit about them, and I'm going to show you they're good, scary games to collect for OG systems. Some of the games that I'm going to show you are very expensive right now. I mean, you could still collect for it. Some of them you might find at a good price, okay? But these games, some of these games have really became very expensive. So the first one we're going to talk about, guys, a really good scary game to get you in that Halloween mood is a great game that was on the original OG Xbox. Now I got it at a good price. I got it for 15. Got it ordered in from my exchange. But I seen this game going for over like $80. You know what I mean on Amazon, and I was glad that they could find this for me at another store, and I told them to order it for me. It took a while, but I got it in. Great game from a great movie called Land of the Dead. A very good horror game to get you in that festive mood to play on Halloween, man. Great zombie game. I think it was kind of underrated, but it was a great zombie game, and I played this back in the day on my OG Xbox, man. It's actually made by Atari, an old school company and system. So if you can get your hands, grab Land of the Dead, man. Great game. You know what I mean? Some people underrated this game. Some people said it was kind of hard, but it's really good for the day and era of the OG Xbox. They did a fantastic job with Land of the Dead. So if you guys can cop this for a good price and find it, you might be able to find it for less of what I told you I seen it for on Amazon. But it is a great game, guys. Check it out. Now, another great game that I showed you guys before that was only on Xbox. I believe it showed the true power of the OG Xbox, this game, man. They did a fantastic job with this game. And that is The House of the Dead 3. That's another great game to play on Halloween night. Even you and your girl, you know what I'm saying, can try the game out. It is kind of scary. The zombies in this game were very detailed for the time. I think it showed off the power of the Xbox, to tell you the truth. And it's made by my beloved Sega. You know what I mean? I'm an OG Sega, not the new Sega. You know what I mean? OG Sega. And they did a great job with this, man. House of the Dead 3 is fantastic on the OG Xbox, guys. Do yourself a favor and try to find this game for a good price. I also have the gun with it, but you can play it with your controller. Great game, guys. Great game. Trying to find a Mad Catz shooter gun for it. Now that's became expensive. I actually have it. I found that at a freaking Goodwill for like $4 or $5. That gun. You know what I mean? I was just fortunate, you know. But this is another great game to try out, guys. Get you in that scary Halloween mood, man. House of the Dead 3. You can't go wrong with House of Dead. They are a great genre of games from the uh, OG Xbox, from the Sega Dreamcast. I think it came out on the Sega Saturn, and it came out on your Wii systems. Great game to own, guys. Now we're going to go way back. These are very expensive right now if you want to find these complete in box, man. I was just lucky to get these complete in box, to tell you the truth, for a reasonable price back then. Can't remember if I paid 20 a piece for them or something. It was a very good price, guys. These games are at astronomical prices, man. So the first one we're going to show you is House of the Dead, Splatterhouse 2 for your Sega Dreamcast. I've seen these games go for over $150. And that's just the tape. That's not even with the case and manual in these. This is a great game to own. Shows you some artwork in the back. This is the front here. You know what I'm saying? Splatterhouse 2, a very awesome game to own for your Sega Dreamcast, man. Very awesome game to own. That was my phone, by the way. So, now, the next one, well, let me tell you this, though, real quick. I want to actually, give me a second, guys. I want to actually, turn my volume down right now on this until I'm done. But actually, you know, Splatterhouse was introduced on the TurboGrafx 16. Now, I have that too. I didn't bring that up. It looked very good, very, for back in the day, very gory game. Very gory game for the TurboGrafx 16. They did a fantastic job with the music, sound, and graphics for the TurboGrafx 16. They did a great job with that, man. You know what I mean? And I own that one too. I got that at a good price. That's freaking a crazy price. Splatterhouse. A lot of the TurboGrafx games are. You know what I mean? But the next one we're going to show, this was over $150. It's way more, and it is Splatterhouse 3, made by Namco, by the way. They both are made by Namco, for the Sega Genesis. Pristine condition, beautiful artwork for this game and case. It also is complete with the book. This tape right here will cost you could probably find it cheaper, just the tape. Hopefully it's not in bad condition and it works, depending on the pins inside the tape. This is in pristine condition, really pristine. And I've seen this gone for like $200. I think complete in case $200. I think some guy tried to sell just the tape for $150. So this is a very expensive game to own on your Sega Genesis, man. But it is a great game. And for the time, I think it pushed the 16-bit graphical power of the Sega Genesis. I beat both of these games. I love them both. I think 3 was probably my favorite out of the two. Out of the two for the Genesis. But it is a great game to own on your Sega Genesis, guys. If you own a Sega Genesis, do yourself a favor. If you're into gory, scary games like I am, like I love horror movies, you'll love this game, guys. It is a great game. And you can find, I have it too, but I didn't bring it up. On a 360, there's a Splatterhouse. You can probably find that a lot cheaper. What's good about that game, right, is if you play through certain boards and beat the boards, you can unlock the OG Splatterhouse games. Splatterhouse 1, I unlocked that already, and Splatterhouse 2 and 3 you can unlock to play on your 360. Now that might have went up in price. I'm not sure, but I own that one too. But this is my favorite, guys. It's Splatterhouse 3. So if you get a chance, do your research. You might be able to find it and get it cheaper. Check it out. Splatterhouse 3, guys, for your Sega Genesis. Now, there's a little story behind this next one I'm going to show you. You know I belong to Lukey Games, right? You can earn points. So I think I had like 400 or 500 points And this game was actually in there that I could get with my points, a free game, free shipping too. And I couldn't believe it. And I thought it was going to come with just the tape itself. But this game actually came to me for free with me redeeming my points. And now this game is at astronomical prices, believe it or not, if you want to buy complete in the box. And that is the old school Ghouls and Ghosts on your Sega Dreamcast. Very awesome game. Hard game, makes you come back for more and more, but I got Ghouls and Ghouls free with Lukey Games, redeeming my reward points. Now, I think I seen this one time, complete, it was gone for $80. That was back then. I think the tape was $50. But since then, this price has went up. Probably around $100 right now if you want it in case. I'm not sure. You might be able to find it cheaper, but I've seen it for $100 in case. So that's another great classic OG horror game that you can find for your Sega Genesis, guys. Now this next one, I didn't really get to play too much of it, but it kind of has to. It's Halloween, so it has to do with Halloween. From an old school system called the Sega CD, we got, and it's made by Sega's Turnham True Video Productions. It has pictures they made with the video. You know, they used to use digitized characters in it. You know, actors and stuff. This is Dracula Unleashed. This game has also went up in astronomical prices. This is complete in its box. Great artwork on there. You know what I mean? On the back, you probably can't see it because of my lighting, but you can see some of the digitized characters on there that the things that you have to do in the game. This is an awesome game. My games are stay complete, even with the little sponge that it came with. That's how it originally looked when you would open it out of the cellophane. But it's in really good condition, guys. It's an old school game to own for your Sega CD. Now, you might be able to find just the CD and without the case cheaper, but if you want these old school cases that broke a lot in pristine condition, you want to complete, you're probably going to pay at least $60 to $70 for this game. You know, some people want to try to charge $100 something, but I'd say around $60 to $70 for Dracula Unleashed, man, if you want it complete in its case. And hopefully you better hope you don't get it with these broken, because they'll send it with it complete like this, but these will be broken for $70. There's people that will do that. They'll say it's complete, you know, but it ain't really complete if it's broken, in my opinion. So that's another great game to own for your Sega CD. Now, the next one we got here caused a lot of controversy back in the day. It made news. They said this game should be banned. It had an actress in it that played in Different Strokes. Unfortunately, she died of a drug overdose. And, you know, after she was done with Different Strokes, she couldn't get work. She got in trouble, you know, trying to rob a place, you know. Very sad story about her. They did a little documentary on her. Her name is Dana Plato, and she played in a game called Night Trap. And this is another expensive game. This is Dana Plato right here. May God rest her soul. And it's called Night Trap. This is kind of like a goofy, cheesy horror type kind of game that you can get for your Sega CD. Now, there's different versions of this game. You can get this on the 32X. I think the 32X version of this game might even be more. And you can get Night Trap, I believe, on the 3DO. And I think that's might even be more. But it started out on Sega CD. And this game will probably run you about $50, $60 complete. You know what I mean? Like I told you, some people will try to sell you these because they say, "Oh, it's so rare, it's so this," and charge you $80 for it. But it's complete with the manual, the game itself, the two games in here. This is how it came when they changed over, and it's made by Digital Pictures when they changed over to the cardboard boxes, because the cardboard boxes didn't break like the original box that I just showed you. This is what they converted to. And when Sega CD first came out, they were in plastic case shellings like this. But then eventually they went to cardboard. The cardboard is definitely better. You can better preserve this instead of worrying about breaking the hinges off of these games. Another great game, Night Trap, made by Digital Pictures. It has it, you have to time the traps right in the game to catch the guys that try to murder the girls and stuff like that. It's like a click and point timing thing. It's kind of hard. You have to keep switching from monitor to monitor because there's cameras in each room. So you have to make sure you're there at the right time to set the booby trap to stop them from killing the girls in the game and the guests in the game. Very underrated game, in my opinion. Caused a lot of controversy. Said it showed too much skin on the girls in nightgowns and teddies, and the choking mechanism they were using. So it got a lot of controversy, just like Mortal Kombat did. But it's a great game to own for your Sega CD if you can afford it. Remember, even collecting is an expensive hobby in gaming. Now, this last one is also a quirky, funny game that came out for the 3DO. This is a game that is really cool. I tried it out. It's pretty awesome. 3DO had good graphics back then with some of their games they tried to do. Some kind of like computer graphic kind of games back in those days on console. And they did a pretty decent job with it, and it's expensive game now. It's called Escape from Monster Manor. This is another great game that came out for the 3DO. This is complete in its box in pristine condition. When you find 3DO games used, sometimes it's either worn out in the front from water, moisture, it's cracking. This might be ripped on the side here from being opened and closed a lot. But I got this at half price books for $10 a long time ago. This game goes for about probably $70 to $80 right now. You might be lucky and find it complete for 30. Depends on who the seller is. If you start to see this game for like $10, $15 complete, there's gonna be something wrong with it, man. Either the disc has, minor scratches on it, the box is in really bad condition, or they give you the game in a generic box when it gets shipped to you. You don't get it complete like this. Or there can be other things where, the inside's messed up, things are missing, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But this is the book. Actually, let me put that back in here. This is the book that came with it. It even shows the characters that are the guys that made the game right there. But that's what it looks like complete, guys, when you buy a 3DO game for your 3DO system. Yes, your boy Sega Man has the original Panasonic 3DO that still works today in 2021, brother. You know what I'm saying? You have to take care of your stuff, preserve it, clean it, and make sure it's in a good area and make sure that it's always clean. If you're not playing your old school systems, at least spray it down with office air duster and stuff like that and wipe it down, and clean it and always test your old systems and make sure that they're still working. All right, guys. So I wanted to do this little uh, video about some good horror games for you to play and collect for Halloween. All right, OG horror games, man, from OG classic systems, bro. So you guys take care. Shouts out to my crew, the Exile Podcast, E-Rock, the Don King of Xbox, myself, Unlimited Productions, Tuckmaster, and my brother from another mother, Hebaticus Hebot, man. Come and check us out on Exile and Alpha Podcast, man. Check out the Dragon's Den, Dragons 108, Right Hand to Zeus. Go check my brother out. He does great content, man. Shouts out to the true gamers out there that rock out with us, brother. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that's a true gamer out there and ain't faking the funk when it comes to Xbox and just being a true gamer of your brand. That's what it's about, all right? Peace and love, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die, we multiply. And we're always eating good over here. Peace.